Kentucky taxpayers forced to foot a nearly $30 million bill, and that is just the beginning.
An ongoing lawsuit against the Department of Corrections could be the most expensive the state has ever seen. WDRB investigates the program at the center of it all that kept inmates locked up for too long.
How much would I have to pay you for you to agree to spend 24 hours in a Kentucky prison?
Thousands of Kentucky inmates kept behind bars well beyond their release dates.
Because these inmates had earned good time credits that they weren't receiving.
A 2007 state law allows inmates to shave time off their sentences for taking educational, drug treatment, vocational, or other classes. The goal? Give inmates the skills needed to get a job and navigate the outside world when released.
This was a promise the state made to these people. If you do this, we will let you out early.
The program also aimed to cut incarceration costs, control prison overcrowding, and reduce recidivism. But a class action lawsuit filed in 2012 reveals the program was severely mismanaged by the state's Department of Corrections.
Early on, it became clear that the KDOC had no idea who had taken what courses or what credits they were entitled to. And as a consequence of that, it became clear that the KDOC wasn't releasing people on time.
That confusion and poor record keeping led to a court-ordered audit. It took 2.5 years to complete and cost the state more than $28 million.
That's how big a mess this was.
The audit shows more than 3,600 inmates were wrongfully denied good time credits. On average, they spent more than 90 extra days in prison beyond their release date.
There are potentially, depending upon how the rest of the legal issues are sorted out, almost 5,000 more offenders who got shorted good time credits. Because we're not just talking about these prisoners, we're talking about their families. We're talking about kids going 90 days without their dad when he should have been home.
More than 10 years after attorney Greg Belsley filed the lawsuit on behalf of several inmates, the case continues. He points to the irony that a program intended to cut costs for taxpayers ended up costing them tens of millions of dollars.
They thought they were messing with inmates that, frankly, nobody apparently, until the court made them cared about. But they forgot that they were supposed to be doing this for the taxpayers.
And Kentucky residents will cover another huge bill when the class action suit is eventually settled.
In what is very possibly going to be the largest, most costly lawsuit ever to be brought against this state.
We reached out to Kentucky's Justice Cabinet and the Department of Corrections, but did not hear back. Senate Judiciary Chair Whitney Westerfield tells WDRB this case should not have been dragged out this long, and he may invite the cabinet to testify before the committee next month about this very issue.